Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. Nintendo. Nintendo. So I just realized I've never done a reaction to a Kirby's Air Riders Direct 2. I did, however, give my uh, reaction to Kirby's Air Riders Direct 1, where developer of Kirby's was talking about it and explaining the features that are available in the Kirby Air Riders. But I never really spent time to watch Kirby's Air Riders Direct 2. So this will be a 50-minute video. So let's jump right into this. Let's not waste any time. Uh, this will really give you a better explanation of how more advanced and complete Kirby Air Riders is versus Mario Kart World. And again, nothing against Mario Kart World, but if we are going to compare the two, as I said previously, Kirby's certainly wins in this case. And I think after you finish watching this 50-minute video and my reactions, I think you will understand why I feel that way. Plus, I also played 2 weeks. I'm sorry, not 2 weeks. 2 weekends of Kirby's Global Air Test Ride open beta demo. So I've done many of videos regarding Kirby's. All right, so I'm not like new to Kirby. So this is the introduction of Kirby's. And I think this is the introduction video that you're going to see on a full version of the game. Maybe it's a little bit longer, I don't know. Alright, so this is part 2. This is the developer.
どうも、桜井正です。こんにちは。前回に引き続きカービィのエアライダーのご紹介です。ボリューム多すぎで2回に分けてしまいました。前回はゲームの概要、マシン操作、エアライド、シティトライアル、スタジアム。
So in a previous demonstration, he was covering what is Kirby Air Ride, machine controls, air ride, city trials, stadiums. All of this is explained. And I also did a video on that. I spent like 1 hour and 30 minutes just giving you my opinions on it. The video was like 60 minutes, but I had to spend an extra half an hour just to like give you my thoughts about the whole presentation. So if you missed that, go watch that.
などを紹介しました。すでに盛りだくさんで、もう大体紹介しちゃったんじゃないのなんて思われたかもしれないけど、その通りですね。まあそうかも。だけど出がらしにならないようテンポよくお伝えしていきたいと思います。ところで前回の配信で寄せられた感想の中に上ライドはないのというのがありました。
Top Ride。
上ライドは前作にあった上から見た一画面レースです。見下ろし画面で遊ぶ小さなゲームです。作るのが結構大事だし、他の要素も多いので、なしでも許してくれるように。
So you see, this is what I was saying. Even he's saying, like, on top of so much content that we have on a Kirby's Air Riders, they also included this top ride as well. Why is this like such a big deal? Well, it is a big deal because, again, and I hate to use $80 super overpriced Mario Kart World in a comparison, but if you really compare the two, and again, I'm not like being negative about Mario Kart World, it's like a Forza Horizon of Mario Kart. What I'm simply saying is when you compare the two, when you compare Kirby's Air Riders versus Mario Kart World, you see not only do you have so many features, as you will see in this video, on top of so many features, and on top of so many cool customizations that you can do with your machines and your characters, there's so much to do in terms of multiplayer versus Mario Kart World. And the game, it's only $69.99, while Mario Kart World, it's $79.99, $80. So this is where I strongly feel that Kirby's certainly is on top of its game. And maybe Mario Kart. Listen, this is not a negative thing for Mario Kart. I think this is a positive thing for Mario Kart. I think Nintendo can learn something from Kirby's Air Riders, where they're going to look at the Kirby's Air Riders success over this holiday season, and they're going to say, hey, how about on Mario Kart World 2 sequel, maybe we can add all these cool features that Kirby Air Riders had. And I think that's something I'm hoping for, that Nintendo will look at this and they will look at the Kirby Air Riders. They'll say, you know what? Maybe we can add some cool extra features on Mario Kart World 2 to make it even better.
ね、許されるとは思いましたが、結局作っちゃいました。
And having this feature is pretty cool.
上から見たから上ライド。とにかくプレイしてみましょう。上ライド紹介していきたいと思います。マシンライダーセレクトも紹介していきます。こういうふうにマシンとライダーを個別に選ぶことができるんですね。他のモードでもそうです。そして、それらを選ぶと CP 選択になるんですが、ここで X ボタンを押すことによっていろいろな CP 設定が素早くできるようになっています。
How cool is that? You can even select how many CPUs do you want to challenge you. You see, the freedom of choices. You know, I talked about this not just for the Nintendo games. I talked about this on every game. Having freedom to choose how you want to play. I think that's how every game should be. Having choices will only make the game a better game, and it will give the game a long life of replay value. So choices are very important, and I think this developer of Kirby Air Riders, I think he understands that, and that's why I'm saying hopefully Nintendo will learn from this, from Kirby's Air Riders success, and when they decide to do a sequel for Mario Kart future games, I think they'll probably call it Mario Kart World 2, number 2, Mario Kart World 2, which makes total sense. They'll call it number 2. When they do the sequel for Mario Kart World 2, I think they will probably look at Kirby's Air Riders and they will implement all those cool features from Kirby Air Riders, and they will say, well, let's put it into the Mario Kart World 2. Why not? Why not bring all of these characters? Just why not make the best possible Mario Kart world there is? And I think we might see that with the Mario Kart World 2. And if you don't think that Nintendo is not taking notes from the success of the Kirby's Air Riders, then you just don't understand how competition works. All right, let's continue.
参加数とかあるいは CP レベル、これマックスでいっちゃいますけど、ライダーやマシンとかはランダム切り替えも、個別に選ぶこともできます。ではこれでいってみましょう。上から見てるんですね。スターティンググリッド。じゃあいきます。この一番下にいるカービィがマイキャラです。ルールは一緒です。クイックスピンもありますし、いろいろなチャージによるドリフト、そういうものも基本的に変わらないです。新能力のクラッシュですね。クラッシュ。スピード上がります。
This will really look good on your Nintendo Switch 2 screen, which is what? 7.9 inch. All right, 7.9 inch screen. This will really look good on the Nintendo Switch 2 screen. And that's why they did this. They're like, okay, well, this is Nintendo Switch 2, right? Maybe you don't want to play it on your TV, so you taking out of the docking mode and you want to play it handheld, right? And that's what I love about Nintendo Switch 2. I can take this to my bedroom, just relax and play these cool games. So he's thinking, okay, well, maybe they want to play it in a handheld mode. So, well, there you go. Top Ride will certainly benefit that. You don't have to play it in a handheld mode, but hey, it's all about the choices.
こう気持ちよくドリフト、クリッピングポイントを狙いながら進行するというのがいいですね。ところで前作から随分変わったなと思う人もいるかもしれないですが、これ自分の画面でスクロールをしてるんですね。
And one thing I want to say about Kirby's Air Riders. This is why it's important that you do a tutorial. Like the very first thing I did with the Kirby's Air Riders global test ride, the first weekend, there was 2 weekends. The very first weekend of the global test ride that I did with Kirby Air Riders, the first thing I did on that 2 hours and 30 minute, I think it was 2 hours and 30 minute video, 2.5 hours. Very first thing I did in that first 2.5 hours was spend at least 40 minutes just learning how to play the game, learning how to control the machines, learning how to drift, learning how to boost, learning how to play the city trial. I think I've seen a lot of people on YouTube jump straight into the game and they're not even having the courtesy to like learn how to play the game. If you watch my very first video of the weekend one, the very first thing I did was tutorial. I want to learn, right? How do I play this game? And I'm glad that I did in the first 40 minutes, because after that you will see in that 2.5 hour video of the weekend one global test ride, I got better and better and better. So in this game there is no acceleration. So just to let you know, everybody who's watching, and he clearly explained that Kirby Air Riders doesn't have any acceleration. There is a brake, but it's mainly boost, brake, and then spin around and fight and drift. Spin around is when you're fighting other opponents in a city trial. So majority of the time you are just braking, drifting, boosting, and then spinning around, and then using the Kirbys to suck all of the other, items and other creatures and whatnot that's in the circuit. So you can use that to defend yourself. So you can use that to attack the other opponents, and also to give you the power up, to give you the boost. Okay. There's also a boost meter that helps you get almost like a nitro oxide, like nitro oxide, that gives you a little nitro boost, like in a car, right? So if you have done a due diligence of spending some time to learn how to play this game, if you have done the tutorial like I have done the tutorial, I think you would understand like how to play this game way better. And it's a shame that a lot of people are skipping that, and I don't know why.
でも一応こうやって全画面にしてみんなで遊ぶこともできます。お、これはまずいね。何か食らったね。アップにします。ドリルをつけてます。はい、フィニッシュ。危なかった。というわけで、ウェイライドという。
Oh, he's number one, of course. Of course, he's a developer.
サクッと遊べるウェライド、スピーディーでいいですね。前回と今回の特に大きい違いは、内部的にはエアライドと同じシステムでできているということです。つまり簡単に言えば全マシンとライダーで遊ぶことができます。前作はスティックを倒した方向に進むフリースターと左右で向きを変えるハンドルスターという2種だけでした。今回はその選択はオプション的に選べるようにして全マシンとライダーが。
So I don't know if this was on a GameCube, probably GameCube. Kirby's Air Rider, I think it was just called the Kirby's Air Rider. This is Air Riders. Was on, I believe, GameCube. I have to look into it. I have to check on it. But as a matter of fact, let me double check on that right now, since I already have my laptop here, and it's like, why not, dude? Kirby Air Riders. Let me see. Was there a GameCube? Was there a GameCube version? It was called Air Ride, Kirby Air Ride on a GameCube. Yes, called a Kirby Air Ride. It was on a GameCube. Yeah, so Kirby Air Ride, it's a 2003 racing video game developed by HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo, which is HAL Laboratory. So Kirby Air Ride came out in 2003. See, I didn't know that. Wow. Now I know. I just typed in Kirby Air Riders GameCube, and that's why we have that's why I have you see in this office I have everything. I have my gaming laptop, I got my gaming desktop, I got everything. So in this office it's almost like I'm like in a Joe Rogan studio podcast. I got everything I need. The only thing that's missing is of course Jamie looked that up, but I can always check everything. So Kirby Air Ride, it was called Kirby Air Ride, was released in 2003 on a GameCube. Hey, Nintendo, can we have Kirby Air Ride come to expansion pack? Huh? Can we have that? What do you say? I think they should most certainly add a Kirby Air Ride on a GameCube expansion pack. I have a feeling that they will. I don't know when, but something tells me we might see Kirby Air Ride come to expansion pack on a GameCube expansion pack. Yeah. Which is part of the expansion pack subscription. Alright, let's continue.
使えるようになります。変更はゲーム開始時かポーズメニューオプションにて。
Oh, nice.
最初に多少手こずってもハンドル操作に慣れてしまうのがおすすめですがご自由。コースは本作や
You see, this is what I was saying. The amount of choices that you have of customization for your controls, for your characters. And again, this is what makes Kirby Air Riders so unique versus a Mario Kart world. Having all of these features, man, this is honestly what's going to make the Kirby Air Riders the top-selling game throughout this holiday season. We'll see how Metroid Prime 4 does, but so far, Hyrule Warriors, Mario Kart World, even Pokemon Legends ZA was not, even Donkey Kong was not able to touch Kirby Air Riders. So what does that tell you? That tells you that Kirby Air Riders is the top-selling Nintendo Switch 2 game. It's not just me saying this. This is like a fact. It's not like, oh, it's a matter of opinion. This is a matter of fact. Hold on, I'm having some issues with my internet.
今回は前作に比べてコースが大きくなっています。逆に今前作をプレイするとそのコースの狭さにびっくりしてしまいますが、対戦において今回はそれぞれのスイッチ2で専用画面が持てますから、画面がスクロール追従します。R スティックでカメラをある程度いじれます。コース全域を画面に入れることもできます。全員で同じ画面を共有して1画面プレイもできますね。前作発売当時よりもテレビのサイズが上がっているので小さい表示でも無理のない環境もできるかも。オンラインでは最大8人まで同時プレイできますが、だいたい推奨。
They even have an online play, dude. Up to 8 players. See, this is exactly what I was saying. And again, I hate to bring out the elephant in the room, which is Mario Kart World, but I have to, and I know this will bother some people. Like, why are you constantly, bringing out the Mario Kart World? Because I have to, because this is a lesson that Nintendo can learn from HAL Laboratory. HAL Laboratory is the company, the developer company that designed this game. Okay. So they can learn from HAL Laboratories developers. They can learn from this developer. They can learn from this Kirby Air Riders, and they can say, you know what? Maybe Mario Kart World, it's way too overpriced. Yes, it's a racing only game, and Mario Kart has always been about racing, but looking at the success of the Kirby Air Riders, why don't we include some extra features? Listen, Nintendo, adding extra features on a Mario Kart World, it's only going to make it better. It's only going to extend the replay value. It's only going to extend the replay value. Just like Super Smash Brothers and Mario Galaxy, the replay value, it's just, is it Galaxy? No, Mario Odyssey. I'm sorry. Just like with the Mario Odyssey. Was it Odyssey or Galaxy? Anyway, I think it's Odyssey or Galaxy. Mario Galaxy, not Odyssey. Galaxy. You will see like the replay value and longevity of that game. You know.
されるのは4人ぐらいですね。自由にしてもらえれば良いですけれども、オフライン、つまり1台のスイッチ2と1つの画面では4人まで参加でき、CPU を4人加えることは。
By the way, there is Mario Odyssey, and there is Mario Galaxy. I'm sorry. I think they have a bundle, Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy, and Mario Odyssey. They're selling it for like $100, which is ridiculous. Come on, Nintendo. Anyway, top right item collection. Let's look at it. Explodes when you pick it up. Steer clear. Leaves a fiery trail as you are drifting. Rivals caught in the flames will burn out. Wow. This is so innovative and unique. Attaches a drill to the front of your machine. Plow forward and send your enemies into a blast. When launched, homes in on rivals causes a massive blast. Drop a weight to shake up your surroundings. Literally, you'll feel the quake the closer you are to the impact. Little birds will flock towards the rivals. Look at all of these cool, innovative ways to play when you play in a online multiplayer. All of these cool items you can pick up to defeat your opponents as you guys are racing together. So if this doesn't add a replay value, then I don't know what is. So I hope when you guys are watching this, I hope that you guys are realizing, and me, commentating on this and giving you my impressions, I hope you realize why Kirby Air Riders is so successful, and that's what I'm hoping that this video will do. Will help you realize, oh, I understand why everybody's bragging about Kirby Air Riders.
なんとなくミニチュア風の画面加工もできます。そしてオンライン対応、エアライド、ウェイライド、シティトライアルと3つのゲームともオンライン対応しているので。
How cool is that? Air Ride, Top Ride, and City Trial modes, they can all be played online. See, this is again. And I know you guys will hate me for this, especially for those of you who love Mario Kart World. Again, I don't want to bring out this elephant in the room or this Godzilla in the room, but we have to bring out this Godzilla in the room because the Mario Kart World, it's $80. Yes, it is worth it. It is worth it. I'm having fun with Mario Kart World, but after a while, it gets boring. You're like, all right, we already played these courses. We already been through all of these courses. It's getting boring. I unlocked all the characters. I unlocked all the cars. What's next? What else is there to do other than just race through the same exact races and courses? With Kirby Air Riders, that's not the case. With Kirby Air Riders, there's many different variations, from the Air Ride, Top Ride, and City Trial. Okay? And there's also a single-player mode, Okay, it's like a story mode on top of everything, on top of everything else. I know I'm kind of skipping ahead and I'm giving you a little spoilers warning, but on top of everything else that the Kirby Air Riders has, from the Air Ride, Top Ride, and CD Trial, they also have a single player mode, a story mode on top of that. If that's not a value for $69.99, dude, then I don't know what is. If that's not a great value, then I don't know what is the value. This certainly, to me, it's a much bigger value for $10 cheaper for $69.99 than the super overpriced Mario Kart World. And again, I have it, I bought it, okay, but I have to be honest. Kirby is certainly better. Okay, and again, no disrespect to Mario Kart World. All right, I said on my previous video, there's two games you should have: Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders. You can purchase a Nintendo Switch 2 with a Mario Kart World bundle. There you go. This Christmas, this Thanksgiving, this holiday season, you can purchase a Mario Kart World Nintendo Switch 2 bundle for $500, and then add an additional $70 to buy Kirby Air Riders. And these are the two games that I recommend that you have to have. Why? Because Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders are the two games that the entire family can play. Everyone can play, and I think it's a perfect Christmas gift, holiday season gift, Thanksgiving gift that the entire family can play. Everybody, grown-ups, adults, elderly people, your nephews, your nieces, everyone can play. And everyone can have a great time playing it together to bring everyone as a family together. So this is why I always said Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders. Those are the two picks, two games that like you have to have, in my opinion. You know, that's the two games you must have. Those are the two picks. Then later on, of course, you can pick up whatever you want to pick up after that, whether it be Metroid Prime or Hyrule Warriors or Donkey Kong or Cyberpunk, etc., Star Wars Outlaws, Pokemon Legends, ZA. You know, so I don't want you to think that I'm being negative towards Mario Kart World. The reason I'm emphasizing this, even on this video, because I know there's going to be somebody on the comments saying, oh, you being too negative on Mario Kart World, well then why did you buy it? I'm not negative. I'm simply saying I love Mario Kart World. It is fun, and I'm having fun playing it. But when you compare it to Kirby Air Riders wins across the board. And it wins across the board, as you can see clearly throughout this video. You will see why that is. When you finish sitting through this video, hopefully, you will realize I understand what Mr. 4K is, or what Mr. Nintendo is talking about.
まあ大変だ。パッと遊ぶ軽めのゲームをお楽しみください。たまにはこういうゲームがあっても良いのではないかな。上ライドは同じ画面で多人数戦しやすいです。そしてエアライドやシティトライアルは画面分割プレイにも対応しています。
How cool is that? You can play it in a split screen or 4 different screens locally. How cool is that? How cool is that? How cool is that?
これらはスイッチ2が1台あれば遊べますが、コントローラーを確保できにくいですよね。
How cool is that? So you can play locally, with your family, with your loved ones. This is exactly the point I was just earlier making. So I hope that you guys are realizing my point. You know, it's not just me talking about it or giving my opinion about it. This is based on the facts. And I believe this will be the best-selling Nintendo Switch 2 game this holiday season. I don't think anything will. I don't think even Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 will probably sit on number 2, respectfully next to Hyrule Warriors and Pokemon Legends Z. I'm sorry, Pokemon Legends Z and A. But honestly, I don't think Metroid Prime will be able to bring down the legendary Kirby's Air Riders.
だけどご安心ください。スイッチ2ではスイッチのコントローラーが使えます。
By the way, speaking of the controllers, I have people been asking me about this, but I have to kind of mention this really quickly because people been asking me. I know you have Nintendo Switch 1 OLED version. And yes, I have Joy-Cons connected to my Nintendo Switch OLED, right? Which is right over here, right? It's all here. There it is. Just want to show it to you. But I also have this. I also have this. The Pro Controller. Here's the thing, man. Do I find myself using this controller? I used to with Zelda and some other games, but honestly, I find myself enjoying these Joy-Cons. Honestly, I find myself enjoying these Joy-Cons more than I do with this controller. Because Joy-Cons give me this, because I have long arms, okay? And I love the motion of freedom, that I can extend my arms and I can just like have that freedom to extend my long arms. And they're very long arms. And if I'm holding a controller like this, my arms get a little bit, what's the word I'm trying to use? Numb. If I'm holding it in that position, because I'm a very tall guy, I have a long arms, I'm a big guy, I'm a Sasquatch. So for me, I usually find myself using these Joy-Cons, to be honest.
いくつかのステージが連なり、立ちはだかるお題をクリアし続けて進みます。レーンを左右に動き、好きなお題へ。モードをまたいださまざまなお題が出てきて戦います。3つのモードにおけるレースやバトルもありますが、スタジアム、チャレンジ、イベント系など多彩な
So this is City Trial.
ショップがあったり、アクシデントに突っ込んだり、休憩所でパワーアップしたり、ニューマシンを入手したりと、マシンが最優先で集めることを強くお勧めします。詰まったらマシンを変えることで進めるかもしれませんし、
So this is basically a free ride, where you can do a free ride and challenge other Kirbys, and then you can win their machines, collect their machines, all like road trip. So this is basically a free ride, a road trip. It really makes it cool, fun experience. It also has a little bit of a story. It does have some cutscenes in there for you to watch, which makes it really enjoyable. How do I know this? Because I've been watching some other streamers out there, because the game has been out now for how many days? 21st, 3 days. Since Thursday, Friday, today, Saturday, 3 days.
途中でシリーズゆかりのキャラクターを拾えるのですが、
Sorry for my internet.
その助けによって次に
I'm having some issues with my internet. I don't know
分
what
岐
it
する
is.
ステージが決まります。
Come on. I'm sorry. It's my internet. All right? I don't have the greatest internet. All right, guys. So this is all part of road trip. And these are the things you will encounter as you go through the road trip.
世界の人々と遊べるオンライン機能について簡単に説明します。まず何をするにしてもライセンスを作ります。
Oh, that's cool. You can make a license. Yo, how cool is this? That you can even create your own license. Why can't we do this in the Mario Kart world? Where you can create your own unique license. You see, this is like what I was talking about the Mario Kart world. And I know this is going to look like I'm being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm just giving an honest feedback. Like, hopefully Mario Kart will learn from HAL Laboratories, which is the developer HAL with one L, HAL Laboratories developers. Hopefully Mario Kart World will learn from Kirby's Air Riders. So whenever they decide to do a Mario Kart World 2, a sequel to Mario Kart World, hopefully in the sequel Mario Kart World 2, they will look at the Kirby's Air Riders and they will implement all of these cool features to make it the best possible Mario Kart World. I'm hoping maybe they'll do that in Mario Kart World 2. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I'm sure they're taking notes. They're looking at the success of Kirby Air Riders and they're saying, hey, you know what? This would be a missed opportunity if we don't include all of these cool features. It worked for the Kirby Air Riders. It will certainly work for Mario Kart World. Oh no, low battery. Oh no.
これはオンラインで自分自身を表す免許証。
So this is cool.
実際の免許証と異なり、好きなように
That you can create
デコレ
a
ーションできます。
that you can create your own license like this. I don't know, I just find it so cool. I'm sorry, my internet is just not working properly today.
素材
Let's see what's going
は
on.
キラキラを入れたり、
Come on.
シールを自由に貼れたりして、
I don't know what's going on.
実際の免許証と異なり、好きなようにデコレーションできます。
You look at these licenses you can create. Any which way you want to create them. How
素
cool
材
is
は
that?
キラキラを入れたり、シールを自由に貼れたりして、
You can put the stickers on there. How cool is
上
that?
の句下の句を組み合わせて通り名も作れます。
Just look at all of these features, man. Even with customizing your license, you got so many features, man. This has to be the best money spent $69.99 on a video game. Honestly, the amount of content, the amount of replay value, the amount of fun you're going to have with a Kirby Air Riders. Honestly, this has to be the most justified $69.99 game, in my opinion. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't understand Nintendo, never played Nintendo, then I don't expect you to understand. Nor do I expect you to understand why I believe this is worth $69.99. This is so cool, man.
これらはいつでも作り変えること。
Hold on. Let's go to Paddock.
こうなります。
So this is
楽しみで
Paddock.
すね。パドック内をライダーで直接歩くこと
You
が
can move around the paddock as your rider. This is where your other friends can meet you.
ライダーごとに一つ一つの歩行やジャンプを作るのは手間がかかったけれど活かせてよかった。ビュッフェがあったり駐機場があったりしますけれど、ここではプレイヤーが集まり対戦のセッションを組んだり
How cool
簡
is
単な
that?
やり取りができます。誰かがレースやセッションを立てたらそこに入っていく仕組みです。 ショートカットでメッセージを送れるのですが、基本的には L スティックと R スティックに対応しています。
This is all innovative, like the way you communicate with the other players.
カテゴリーを選び、
You can chat with them, send them a message, hey, I'm ready, let's go, let's do this, meet new friends. All of this adds a great value. And it's a value that adds innovation, customization, all of these mini games. So there's so much to do here. And look the choices and customizations that you have to choose how you want to play, the way you want to play. You can mix it up any which way you want to mix it up.
参加待ちの時はパドックの中で好きにしていて良いです。準備が整ったらお呼びがかかります。大型モニターを見るのもケーキの上に乗るのも自由。流れる音楽を変えることもできます。
You can also change the music.
それらとは別にコピー能力を紹介しておきます。
Let's look at the copy abilities. Extend your needles by boost charging. Cloak yourself in a freezing aura while boost charging. Get some well-earned rest, or wiggle the controls stick to wake up. Automatically kick nearby opponents. Your quick spin will also get stronger. Boost charge to dig underground and dodge attacks. Release for a jump attack. Perform a sparking rush with a boost dash and stun any enemies you see. Automatically rocket forward on the road and tap the special button repeatedly for an explosion. Just look at all the cool features, man.
オンラインプレイを行う際、どのあたりの実力層とマッチングをするのかを示すのがクラスです。
So it's your class. Okay, I got it.
なお、ライセンスには世界勝利力という数値がついていますが、勝った数が全ユーザーのうちのどのぐらい上になるのかを表します。
Nice.
30万と表示されていたら30万人より上。ただしこれは世界戦闘力ではありません。勝率や強さではなく、単に勝利した数をもとに計上していくものです。遊べば遊ぶほど確実に高くなっていくもので、クラスとは関係ありません。
Nice. I love it.
クラスというと C とか A とかランクがあるものが一般的ですが、本作エアライダーでは色になっています。
Your score, your points, how many points you have scored throughout all of these matches on your license, and what class are you? Class A, Class B, Class C?
高ければ偉いというものでもないのです。ただ、クラスを高めると街に多少の変化が起こりやすくなるかもしれません。
And then you rank up, obviously.
ウェライド、シティトライアルのそれぞれにクラスがあることに。
And when you rank up like this, obviously you will attract more players. And then more players will want to be your friends, and you'll be able to create even more friends. This is actually a perfect game to... I'm not saying you're not going to find friends on Mario Kart World. Of course you will. You'll make friends there too. But on a Kirby Air Riders, you'll make tons of friends. And this just really adds to the great value that this game has, from playing on a share screen, locally, split screen, 4 different squares of the screen, playing it online, doing the road trip, single player mode with challenges, collecting different machines, customizing your machines, customizing your Air Riders, your Kirby's characters. All of this just adds to such a innovative way of playing, that what Kirby is delivering with all of these cool features, it is really justifying $69.99. I could easily say this game, I know I made a video, is it worth it? $70? But all of these features justify the purchase of this game. And when you look, again, Mario Kart World, $80. Now, you don't have to pay $80. You can buy a Nintendo Switch 2 bundle if you can find it, which I would recommend that you buy it that way. But if you already have Nintendo Switch 2, then of course you'll have to pay $80 for Mario Kart World, and I just don't agree with the price tag of Mario Kart World. It really doesn't justify $80. Does it justify 69? Yes, you could say it justifies 69.99 because it's a next generation game with the next generation graphics and all of that. But again, here we go. Kirby Air Riders is a next generation as well. But for $69.99, it has a hell of a lot more to offer. It has a hell of a lot more to offer versus Mario Kart World. And again, I don't want to repeat myself like a compact disc, like a CD player, like a CD disc that's scratched and it's repeating constantly. I don't want to sound like that, and I know it sounds like that to some of you. But I'm emphasizing on this because I am not being negative on Mario Kart. I have a Mario Kart, okay? I've been playing it. I have it, okay? But I'm also being honest and realistic. If you want my honest feedback, the feedback is they're both good games, but if we are comparing both of these games, the one supersedes the other. And that doesn't mean that the Mario Kart World is bad. It's good for what it is. But if we're going to compare, Kirby Air Riders, man, just dominates all across the board. There's no question about that. And when you watch this video, and when you finish watching this video, I think you will realize, oh my God, if you made it this far, you will realize I totally see what Mr. 4K is talking about. Air Ride Courses Collection. Airtopia Ruins, a civilization from ages past, now derelict. What will you find? The ancient floating ruins. A civilization from age past. I got it. Crystallized structures with crystalline Pfizer. Wow, this will look good on 4K HDR. Steam Gust Forge. Nice, I love it. Look at these levels. Amazing. Wow. And what is this? A mysterious level. It's kind of like a... It looks like Metroid Prime or something. Metroid Prime level.
前作で曲を楽しんだ方もおられると思います。サンドーラ。
So this is I'm sorry. This is Air Rider from GameCube.
の曲などは人気ですね。今回それらの曲を楽しむことができないのか、できますけど。あっさり白状しましたけど。こういうのを作ってみたんですけど。
Really? We can listen to these songs from the previous GameCube?
曲どころか前作にあったエアライドコースが復活します。やったね。
Nice. Courses from the previous game. Wow. Not only did they include the music from the previous game, which is called Kirby Air Rider, but they also included remastered courses from the 2003 version as well. Yo, this is the ultimate Nintendo game, honestly. Seriously. Nice. Love the music. Yo, look at these levels. Are you kidding me? Amazing. They got some techno music too. Nice. Wow, look at these levels.
なんと9種全部復活です。なお本作のコースも
Wow. Wow. After 50 minutes, I hope you realize why this is the fastest selling Nintendo Switch 2 game. And I hope you realize why I was praising this game when I was playing Global Test Ride for 2 weekends. If you watch those videos, you will see exactly what I was saying. And remember, I told you, this is just a demo. This is just a little taste. We're not even getting our feet wet with a full version of the game. And as you can see, I was right. I hate to be always right. You know, guys, here's the thing. I'm not saying this to brag about myself, and I know to some of you, this is going to sound like I'm bragging about myself. No, this is not me bragging. This is just, I know when I see a good product, I just know. Okay, I'm an old dog. I've been around, and I just know when I see a good product. I just know. And I knew this right away as soon as I started doing research on Kirby Air Riders, as soon as I started watching the first Nintendo Direct presentation from the HAL Laboratories, from the creator of the Kirby Air Riders. I knew right away that they're making something very special here. And then once I started participating in a global test ride, I knew this is what I want. The very first weekend of global test ride, I knew right away this is what I want. And then, of course, on a second weekend of global test ride, I knew this is it. I want this. And those videos are there for you to watch. Everything I say here has credibility. It's all there for you to watch. It's all documented. You just have to go through my videos. It's all there. Everything I say, there's credibility. And you can look it up. You can check it. And look at these levels. And this is one of the reasons why I made that video where I says, I don't regret purchasing Nintendo Switch 2. There was some guy that left me a comment. He says, oh, you probably regret, and this guy is some troll that just made an account recently because of me, which is really pathetic. Like, you have to make an account just for me to tell me what I like and I don't like. It just, look, it's not even worth mentioning the stupidity of some of these individuals. But the point I'm making is, guys, I have zero regret. I made the best possible choice purchasing Nintendo. Nintendo, it's a huge success. I'm sorry, PlayStation. We'll have to wait till PlayStation 6 and see what the PlayStation 6 it's all about. I know there's Wolverine coming out, but do you really think Wolverine is going to be exclusive only to PlayStation? You don't think Wolverine will come to PC? Look, I still love my PlayStation, but I have to tell you, Nintendo is dominating. Because right now, Nintendo has no competition. It's not like they ever had a competition. They never had any competition. Nintendo was always competing against itself. How can we push the envelope to move Nintendo in a different direction, in a more innovative direction, with the Wii U and Nintendo DS, 3DS, XL, and all that. And of course, Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 now. And of course, legendary Nintendo 64, and before that, Super Nintendo and the original Nintendo Entertainment System, 1984. Guys, Nintendo's been dominating for 40 years. For 40 years. For 4 decades, they've been dominating. It's as old as I am almost. I'm a little bit older, but it's close to my age. At least to my age generation. And there's a reason why they have been so successful, and there's a reason why they're still successful. They just sold 10.3 million units. Okay? And on top of 10.3 million units, look at all of these exclusive games that they have right now. Just imagine how many units they will sell by the end of this year. We have one more month left to go, and that's it. We're moving into 2026. By the end of this year, just imagine how many units total since 10.3 million. That was the last known in September, right? From June all the way through September. So from October till December, end of this year, imagine how many units total they will be selling. Guys, Nintendo, it's something that you can never go wrong with. Like, Nintendo is like, okay, it's Nintendo, dude. You know you're going to have fun. You know you're going to enjoy these games. Now, I get it. I used to be a teenager. I used to be 18 years old. I used to be 20. My hormones were raging, and I was always looking for, adult games and shoot 'em up type of games. Call of Duty, Doom, all these, adult games, mature games. And I had my share of playing those types of games. Quake, Unreal Tournament, Half-Life, etc., etc., etc. I'm almost 47. I've been around, okay? Please, just try to understand that. Look at this face. Look at these gray hairs. What do you think? I would just cut my umbilical cord. I was born 5 minutes ago? Show me some respect, okay? I've been around. So, as someone who has been playing all of these games, I'm tired of it, man. Call of Duty doesn't interest me like it used to. Because I'm tired of it, man. Been playing it for a long time. Battlefield, tired of it. Been playing it for a long time. Played the Medal of Honor, played all of these games. Coming back to Nintendo, it really brings me back to my childhood days, and that's why I am more like a magnet towards Nintendo. That's why I'm having this Nintendo honeymoon, in case you're wondering, because I enjoy these games, dude. I enjoy everything about Nintendo. And you just look at Kirby. Just look at Kirby, the one game, for example, and how magnificent it is. On top of many other games. Look at Zelda, Legend of Zelda, all of the Zelda games, not just Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. They're fantastic, but the Wind Waker and Majora's Mask and, oh my God, Ocarina in Time with Princess Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, list goes on and on and on. That's Nintendo. That's why Nintendo is so unique. And that's why Nintendo, it's always going to be the global leader of... Even Sega had a difficult time with Nintendo. And Sega was good. Genesis was good. But even the mighty Genesis was having difficult time with Super Nintendo and the original Nintendo Entertainment System. These are just the facts, Nintendo is Nintendo, man, They've been around for 40 years. 40 years, 4 decades, okay? Way before your PlayStation and your Xbox. All right? They've been around. People, you need to understand that, okay?
9種類です。よって
Oh, error code. Well, you know what? That's okay because it's almost 1 hour. I think it's time for me to end this video. Listen, I think I said enough. I think in this 1 hour video, I think you guys will understand my point. Okay, why Kirby Air Riders, it's a huge success. And there's a good reason why Kirby Air Riders is sitting right now on the best seller. What do you think throughout the holiday season, throughout the Thanksgiving, all the way throughout the next month of December into the new year of this holiday season? What do you think it's going to be on the top of the list as a bestseller? Kirby Air Riders. And when you watch this 1 hour video, if you have time, if you're interested, if you want to know, when you finish this 1 hour video, I think you will understand my point why Kirby Air Riders is the best sellers. It's definitely one of the best Nintendo Switch 2 games. I'm sure there's going to be Nintendo Switch 2 bundle of Kirby Air Riders. I'm sure if Nintendo's not doing it, I'm kind of surprised that Nintendo hasn't made Kirby Air Riders bundle. Honestly, this is like, what better game to start with, bro? Like, what better game to start with than Kirby Air Riders bundle? I don't know if they're going to make. I mean, they do have a Pokemon Legends ZNA and Mario Kart World. So I'm thinking if they have a Pokemon Legends ZNA, if they have a Pokemon Legends ZNA, and if they have a Mario Kart World, I'm thinking to myself, well, why not Kirby's Air Riders? Maybe they will next month, you know. But I have a feeling that they're focused more on the Metroid Prime bundle. You know what? Nintendo, you should have all of these bundles. You already have a Pokemon Legends ZA. You got Mario Kart World bundle. Why not do a Kirby's Air Riders bundle with the Metroid Prime 4 Beyond bundle? Why not? All of these would be great bundles. Whichever one you pick. Metroid Prime 4 bundle, Kirby's Air Riders bundle, Pokemon Legends ZA bundle, Mario Kart World bundle, any of these bundles, you cannot go wrong, you know. So anyway, Kirby Air Riders, look, when I purchase a full version of the game, I will make even more videos, and there will be 4K videos for you to look at the graphics and how beautiful it is. But I think you will understand after this video, I think you will understand why I kept saying that Kirby Air Riders, it's better than Mario Kart World. And again, I'm not trying to be negative with Mario Kart World, but when you compare Mario Kart World with Kirby Air Riders just, it's better. And again, I love Mario Kart World. Okay, I love it. But if we're going to compare the two, Kirby just sits right above it. Why? The price is right. The amount of features that it has, everything that's included, you're getting a fully packaged game. While Mario Kart World, it's $80 and it's just racing and racing and racing. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but you do get bored after a while, after you unlock all the characters, all the carts. Then you're like, okay, what's next? So hopefully Nintendo will look at success of Kirby Air Riders, and hopefully they will learn a thing or two from Kirby's Air Riders. Kirby Air Riders, 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. I'll talk more about it once I get the full version, but it's 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. Like, you have to have it. It's 10 out of 10. In my opinion, it's 10 out of 10. Masterpiece, a must-have. Must-have. Okay? Thank you for watching, and happy holidays. Happy holidays.